Hello, I'm Lynn Kinsman, President of the Congregation for First Unitarian Church. Welcome to Board Planks, the November 2024 edition. This is our bi-monthly communication from your Board of Trustees about what we've been up to and what's to come. In this challenging post-election week, I am reminded of how grateful I am about being part of this community. Our gatherings with other UUs before and after Election Day were a big comfort to me, and it was good to see so many faces and families there, and I hope you're doing well. Since my first issue of Board Planks in September, the board and our committees have been working hard on refining the goals we've set and beginning our first steps. One of these steps is to create more opportunities for deep listening and sharing with and among congregants about our governance. I want to tell you about two upcoming chances to do that. First, based on feedback from focus groups we held last spring, we have crafted a version of our church's end statements that we feel is easier to remember and incorporate into our church life and activities, without changing the essence of the meaning they were given in 2018. We also hope this simpler wording will lead to more streamlined efforts to track and monitor the progress toward these ends, which is one of the main duties of the Board of Trustees under our model of governance. We had our first connection session on October 13th to hear feedback on the new language, and I hope many of you will share your impressions at our second connections session, Sunday, November 17th at 10:30 a.m. in Susan B. Anthony Lounge, and it will be on Zoom also. So that's November 17th. The second linkage activity is inspired by the large UU congregations we met with in September in Dallas. We're excited to offer two congregational meetings this year rather than just the one we usually have in June. The additional meeting will be on Sunday, December 15th, and I hope all of you will mark your calendars to attend. There will be one intergenerational Greater Good service that day at 10:30 a.m. 10:30 the service will be for everybody, a Greater Good service, followed by a short break to distribute a light lunch and reset the sanctuary for the congregational meeting to start somewhere around 11:45. The focus of the meeting will be vision generation via facilitated table discussions, so we can hear from you and you can hear from each other about who we want to be as a congregation. We'll also have a Zoom option for those who want to participate remotely, and childcare will be available on site. In contrast to the fiduciary nature of the June meeting, where we vote on our budget and elect leaders, this meeting will be about imagining the change we want to be in the world. Our social justice identity will be the theme of the congregational meeting, taking a deeper dive into our end four, our fight for justice. We need all of your input as the board embarks on one of our pillar goals for this year, to work on defining our moral owners so we can better connect with them. Now, moral owners, what is that? Moral owners, in contrast to customers or financial owners, are the people, the organizations, governments, communities, and natural surroundings that First Unitarian hopes to impact and partner with while leaning into our mission. Many of these connections are made through our social justice work. According to GovernanceCoach.com, the moral owners are those whose values should be taken into consideration and who have a concern about the long-term ability of our church to impact their unmet needs and problems. We want to hear your grandest vision for how First Unitarian fits into our greater community. Those at the meeting will also have a chance to share their level of personal interest and risk tolerance when it comes to participation in social justice activities, so we can construct a profile of who we currently are as a group. The board is hungry to hear from as many of you as possible on this, so please plan to attend. Even if, well, especially if you've not been very involved in any of our current social justice ministries. As UUs, especially as we brace for the next U.S. presidential administration, we are called to connect with our fellow planet dwellers and to seek equity, even if each one of us individually may not have yet found our way to be involved. We want to hear from you, all of you, on December 15th. Thank you for listening to this issue of Board Planks, and please watch your weekly e-newsletter for the official announcement and agenda for that December 15th meeting, and the Zoom link for the November 17th Connections event. I hope to see many of you at these events. In the meantime, Be gentle with yourself and with others, and take care.